test of trust in Ebola hotspots is another story coming out of the international pages. These are some of the things that we look into. Okay, so we'll look at some of these stories in detail. You want to go first, or shall I?
I'll just start with this story that I've seen here at the back pages. And I think it's important because if we do not act now, we'll be having a problem a little bit later. So on page 17, it says, the weatherman has issued floods warning for coast counties as heavy rains expected. Clears throat. The coast region is among areas that are expected to receive heavy rains in the coming days, according to weather forecast released by the Kenya Meteorological Department. In the forecast covering the period between May 26th, which was yesterday, eh?
Yes.
May 26th and June 1st, Met said rainfall will continue in several parts of the country, including the coast region, warning residents to brace for heavy downpours, strong winds, and possible flooding in some areas. Met said counties along the coast, including Kilifi, Mombasa, Kwale, Lamu, and Tana River, are likely to experience heavy rainfall that may trigger flooding and disrupt transport and marine activities. The forecast further warned that the strong southerly and southeasterly winds exceeding are expected over parts of the coast and neighboring southeastern lowland counties. Despite the rains, temperatures in the coast region are expected to remain high, with the maximum daytime temperatures likely to rise above 30 degrees Celsius in several areas. Why am I taking this story? If you look at the coastal belt, so that would include Taita, Tana River, and all those counties, we've been told about flooding that would happen. Met has given its report. But as we speak right now, and also the president has been at the coast, what movement are we seeing in, first of all, ensuring that if there are drainages, they are unclogged? If people are supposed to be moved on time, they are moved on time. Because when it comes to fast, we'll be counting people dead, businesses destroyed, yet we were given the information and we never did anything with it. And I think this is the point where we have to communicate to the people from the coast and tell them the rain is coming. It will flood. It is dangerous for you. Act now. If the government will not do it, I think it's our responsibility to tell the people of what is coming.
Absolutely. It is coming.
It is coming.
And we've been told several times that El Nino will come and there'll be heavy rainfall. And we know that if the amenities that you're talking about then have not been sorted out, that is what is likely to lead to flooding, because we're talking about a deluge now that will occur. And then what is going to be done? We don't want to be in a spot where we're crying later. It's just the rain went initially and then everybody forgot about how bad it was for the for the days that it was. And then now we're seeing that it's coming. And what are we actually doing about it? There's a story that's covered in a few columns and it's talking about the missing children. So I just need to breathe for a little bit, because yesterday we did hear from security agencies, from the government spokesman, that, this number of 10,540 children missing in Kenya is not true. And that the pictures that you're seeing of missing children or whatever are AI generated.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. He said it yesterday. And he said it's not 10,500 children that are missing. And I'm not trying to rage bait you guys. I'm telling you what he said yesterday. And it gets better. He then said, actually, you know what? The number of children that are missing in the country are 39. They're not 10,000 and whatever since January 2025. They're 39. So when I heard this, I said, okay, that's okay. I said my initial reaction would have been to be vexed. But I said, Ndu, let's have a meeting.
Yeah.
Shall we relax for a minute and just calm down and listen to what this man is saying? So we did, Ndu and I. We had a meeting. And then I said, okay, he has said they're 39. Okay, find those 39.
Okay.
You understand?
Let's use 39.
Let's use 39. Let's go with 39. Where are they? If now you want us to put that responsibility squarely at your feet, and you said that it's like 21 billion shillings did not disappear from Aurora and Kimwere, it was only 7 billion. Okay, where's the 7 billion?
Yeah.
It's not 10,500, it is 39. Okay, where are their children? How can you help us find them? They're somebody's children, there's somebody's sister, brother, there's somebody's. Can we find them? Have you put the safeguards in place to find the 39?
Let me tell you.
Come on.
You know, the government, like that cabinet secretary appears as if he works for an advertising agency where his purpose is to just come up with statements that go on billboards. I mean, what the actual hell are you saying? You know, what are you saying? Like, one person, let's even use a single child has disappeared.
One.
Okay, so this child is missing. Where is that child? What's your responsibility in making sure that that child is united with a family? What's your responsibility to ensure that investigations are being done? You come and tell us that at 39, you are not an advertising agency with a billboard section where you come and give us these reports. Yours is to tell us, we have 39, this is the progress we have rescued A, B, C, D. These individuals are in court. We have managed to prosecute these ones, and these ones are in jail.
If you know, you should be very worried if every time somebody comes with some information and the response that is given is that in this technology space it is AI doctored and or generated and that those numbers are inflated. You should be very worried if that is the response that you get. You should also be worried if another response that you get is, I was misquoted, or whatever I said was taken out of context. Excuse me, don't take this out of context. Right now, if we are saying that only 39 children are missing in this country and that number of 10,500 is inflated, doctored, generated, how many other ATEDs that you want to use, find the 39.
Yeah.
We bring it. If it's your bluff, we're calling it. There are people who are missing, even if they are 1 or 3. Where are they?
Where are they?
You said that they were doctored. People were pulling bodies out of quarry about 2 years ago. You said that those were not real. What were they?
What were they?
That kind of, if the response is that it is manufactured, it's a lie, it's propaganda, it's the opposition, it's who from the mountain, because those are the things that are about to start coming out now. If that is your response, then we should be very worried about. Then how about the people who have put these numbers together, the people who sit in offices every day and have to get a phone call on their toll-free number and say, we can't find this child. A picture is presented of how this child was dressed, where they were last seen, where they were going. The one alone that the 15-year-old girl was moving babies. It's just that they found her with a 2 to 3 year old. Were you even aware?
Aware.
I'm just saying, if the response to things like this is that it cannot be true because it was doctored, we have a big problem.
You know, when you hear such statements, yet we know individuals within our spaces who have been in spaces where someone has lost their child, and I'm talking about 2021. We are in 2026. It's 5 years. That family has never seen their daughter. We are in these WhatsApp groups every day. Someone sends you something to share. You know, there's a child who's missing. They've not been able to be reunited with their kin. Then you see someone comes about and say it is AI generated. Imagine individuals who've gone and given us the 10,000 have traced these children to their families and determined that they are lost. The most responsible thing one would assume is the government would meet with these agencies, take those numbers and work together to finding a solution. AI generated.
He said that they are 13. Anyway, see. City finance boss faces arrest over court jails after court jails him for defying orders. We're following that story, by the way. This one of missing children. Somebody has to do something. Somebody
has to.
Will, even if you want to stand up every day and make a statement, we'll bring it to you. Because this court and the ball, this very big ball, is in your court now, because especially now that you've pronounced yourself. You know, before we were saying that everybody has a role to play, and we have not abdicated anybody from that responsibility about protecting our children as communities, families, society. But then now you have joined it and said that the people who said their children are missing are lying. Okay, very good.
Those 39 on your case.
City finance boss faces arrest after court jails him for defying orders. The Nairobi City finance boss the Nairobi County finance boss is insisting he cannot be arrested despite a high court order committing him to 3 months in jail for contempt, according to a law firm. No sooner than